It is 11:42 p.m. on a Tuesday. The house is completely quiet, save for the low, steady hum of the refrigerator in the next room. You are sitting at a scratched wooden kitchen table. The only light comes from the glow of your phone screen, casting a pale blue reflection in your eyes. You open the brokerage app. You do not need to log in. Your Face ID recognizes you instantly. The number loads. $650 million. You stare at it. You do not smile. You do not feel a rush of adrenaline. You just exhale, a slow, measured breath, and lock the screen. Tomorrow, you will wake up at 5:17 a.m. You will put on the same faded gray hoodie you have worn for 3 years. You will drive your 2016 SUV to a local coffee shop, order a medium black coffee, and sit by the window to read the financial news. Nobody in that coffee shop will look at you twice, and that is exactly how you want it. Nobody talks about what comes after the number gets this big. Society sells you the fantasy of the finish line. They tell you that once you cross a certain threshold of wealth, the anxiety evaporates, replaced by endless leisure and quiet confidence. But the human brain is not wired for $650 million. It is wired for survival. It is wired for the hunt. When the hunt ends, the mind does not simply rest. It begins to look for threats. And when you have this much money, the entire world becomes a potential threat.
You remember the exact moment the trajectory changed. You were 28. The year was 2012. You were sitting in a cramped apartment, staring at a spreadsheet, making the conscious decision to skip a friend's destination wedding to maximize your Roth IRA contribution. You remember the hollow ache in your chest that night. You knew you were making the right mathematical decision, but it felt like a social death. You watched your peers trade their 20s for experiences. You traded yours for tax-advantaged accounts, unglamorous index funds, and a quiet, relentless discipline. You missed the parties. You drove the cheapest, reliable car on the lot. You learned to say no until the word lost its emotional weight. The first time your net worth crossed $1 million, you felt a surge of vindication. You had proven them wrong. You had won the game. But by the time it crossed $10 million, the vindication had turned into something colder, paranoia.
This is where the math stops making sense. At 10 million, you are free. You can buy the house. You can buy the car. You can tell your boss to go to hell. But you don't, because you realize a terrifying psychological truth. The moment you buy the mansion, the money stops being yours and starts being theirs. The moment you wear the watch, you are no longer a person. You are a target. So you build a fortress out of silence. It is the 15th of the month. A notification pings on your phone. A diversified portfolio of quiet, boring, cash-flowing assets. $4.3 million. It posts to your account while you are standing in the aisle of a grocery store, deciding between 2 brands of peanut butter. You buy the one you have bought for 15 years. The cashier, a tired college student, asks if you found everything okay. You say yes. You hand her a $20 bill. The disconnect between your internal reality and your external presentation is a physical weight in your chest. You are holding a winning lottery ticket in a room full of people who are drowning, and you are pretending you are drowning too.
At first, it looks like success. But isolation is a slow-acting poison. You attend a high school reunion. An old classmate corners you by the punch bowl. He is complaining loudly about the burden of his $180,000 mortgage. He talks about the stress of his bi-weekly payments. You nod sympathetically. You offer the standard, rehearsed platitudes. That's tough, man. The market is brutal right now. You could write a check right now that would erase his mortgage, his car note, and his credit card debt. And you would not even notice the withdrawal. The interest your money earns while you sleep could solve his entire life's financial anxiety in a single afternoon. But you don't, because you know what happens the moment the truth comes out. The dynamic shifts. The friendship becomes transactional. The subtle judgments begin. Why didn't he tell us? Does he think he's better than us? Why is he still driving that old car? You choose the lie. You choose the silence. You protect your secret. But with every lie, you build the walls of your fortress a little higher.
Then something strange happens. You stop feeling the weight of the money and you start feeling the weight of the mask. You wake up at 5:17 a.m., not because you have to, but because the habit is etched into your nervous system. The discipline that made you rich is now the prison that keeps you rigid. You check the markets. It is a red day. The S&P is down 2%. That is a $13 million loss. You sip your black coffee. Your heart rate does not elevate. Your palms do not sweat. You have become completely desensitized to the very thing you sacrificed your youth, your relationships, and your peace of mind to acquire. You have won the game so thoroughly that the game no longer matters.
You sit back down at the scratched wooden kitchen table. It is 11:42 p.m. You unlocked your phone. The blue light reflects in your eyes. $650 million. You trace the edge of the screen with your thumb. For decades, you told yourself that you were staying quiet to protect your peace. You told yourself that humility was your virtue, that living beneath your means was your superpower. But sitting here, in the absolute silence of a house that is too big for one person, a different truth begins to surface. The money was never the destination. It was the armor.
You built this fortress of wealth to protect yourself from a world you didn't trust. You used financial independence as a shield against vulnerability, against rejection, against the messy, unpredictable nature of human connection. You succeeded. You are completely safe. You are completely secure. And you are completely alone. The phone screen dims, returning to black. The number disappears, but the silence in the room remains. You built a fortress so perfect, nobody knows you're inside. But if no one knows you're there, who are you actually protecting it from?